Assalamualaikum Cik Jasmine. Do you have everybody?
Waalaikumsalam. So far we have 35 in this meeting.
Oh, about 50% lah.
Yeah.
I think let's wait for another 3 minutes. We start at 2:35.
Okay, Doctor.
Cik Jasmine, I think we can start.
Okay. Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon to students. Okay, thank you for taking some time to be with us this afternoon for this sharing session of Bootcamp sharing session. Okay, my name is Jafni. I'm the Academic Executive for Mechanical Engineering Department. Together with me this afternoon, we have Dr. Masdi, the department chair. We have Associate Professor Dr. Saravanan, the program leader for Mechanical Engineering. And we also have Dr. Putri, Associate Professor Dr. Putri, the program leader for Material Engineering. And we have Dr. Khairul, Student Advisor Coordinator, and Associate Professor there's Dr. Sharul, the Internship Coordinator for May 2021. Okay, the purpose of this MED Online Bootcamp 2021 our main objective is to welcome the new student to our department, and at the same time to provide on the information that will be useful for you and for yourself throughout your study at UTP. Okay, without further ado, I would like to welcome Associate Professor Dr. Masdi to give his welcoming remark. Dr. Masdi.
You're muted, Dr. Masdi.
Yeah, I'm talking to myself. Sorry. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon. First of all, thank you very much, everyone, for attending this session. I really appreciate your spending time on Friday afternoon, nevertheless. And hopefully everyone is coping well with the current, new norm that we have we've been facing for the last more than a year already. So as mentioned by Encik Jafni, this session is basically to give you an overview of what as a start, or giving you information of what you're going to be as part of the department, mechanical engineering department's family, right? So basically, this is just give you overview, and if you have questions, I would like to have this as interactive as possible. So if you have questions for me or either one of the speakers, you can just put up in the chat, as well as you can of course voice it out. All right. So Jeffney, can we go to the next one? Next page, please. I think I would like to also take this opportunity to congratulate everyone, and thank you for choosing UTP as part of your destination to further your study. All right, as you know, next please, Jeffney. As you know, UTP, our vision is to be a leader in technology education and center for creativity and innovation. And we have three main missions. UTP is an institute of higher learning. Okay. And we provide opportunities for the pursuit of knowledge and expert for the advancement of engineering, science, and technology to enhance the nation's competitiveness. Our objective is to produce well-rounded students or graduates. So we're going to talk a little bit more on what does he mean by well-rounded and creative and innovative with the potential to become leaders of industry and the nation. Our aim is to nurture creativity and innovativeness and expand the frontiers of technology and education for the betterment of society. So the reason why I reiterate this, I think you've seen this before. We just want to inculcate this as part of our to become the UTP family. So you have to be clear what is our vision, what is the mission of organization, and how each one of us can play a part in achieving the vision, as well as through the mission statement. Next. And anyone, if you have questions, comments, please just raise your hand, or you can of course put in the comments. So we really stress on the well-rounded graduate, global graduate. So we don't want to have as a student is only focused on technical competence, for example. So we want to have a graduate that well-rounded, meaning that you can, in addition to expert in technical or having achieved the technical competencies, we also inculcate the critical thinking, communication and social skills, entrepreneurship, practical aptitude, solution synthesis ability and lifetime learning capacity. So this is make the whole as well-rounded. That means you as a whole graduate, right? So that's the goal. So that's why a lot of activity that you've seen at the department as well as the university to try to make you aware or to make you be part of becoming this well-rounded global graduates. So with the respect, we have introduced the CAIR, CAAIR. Go to the next page, please. Stephanie. So this is basically to support the our aim or goal to produce well-rounded graduates. So we talk about collegiality, accountability, adaptability, integrity, and respect. So this is going to be our culture, the culture that we want to inculcate to our students as well, even for our staff, right? So with this and with the vision and mission, we should be able to produce graduates. So by the time you graduate, by the time you get after 4 years, you become a well-rounded ability graduates, right? That are ready for the workplace. Next. Stephanie, next, please. All right. The result for our, what do you call this, ranking just out, right? Anybody know what's our ranking now in terms of UTP? Anybody? Well, as far as we know, we are the top private university in Malaysia, right? And we are at 111 in Asia, right? So, Asia. So, but in terms of mechanical, I mean, for this year, result has not been out, but we are maintaining about at the top 300, right? And for our accreditation, we are accredited. Our program is accredited until to 2024, right? By EAC and also BM, our Board of Engineer Malaysia. Next. Okay. This is just give me an overview of the department. Previous, Japhanie, just overall first. So we want to look at our staff academic. We have 47 as of now. As of now, we have 47 with 3 technologies, and we have 3 administrative support. So Encik Japhanie is one of them. We have also Miss Farah as well as Miss Azizah as the academic assistants. So out of 47, we have 21% is lecturers and 29% as the senior lecturers, 42% associate professors, and we have 8% professors. So we don't have yet a senior professor. And as part of the requirement from EAC, where we need to achieve at least 30% of our staff achieving the professional engineer status. So we have currently we have 7, but if you add the chartered engineer, so overall we have 34% of our staff is qualified engineer, certified engineer. All right, and 19 staff professional qualification. For professional qualification also include the professional technologies or TS that has been certified by MBOT. Malaysian Board of Technology. Okay, go to our org chart, Daphne. So in order to run the department, so this is how the department is organized. Daphne, go to org chart, please. Previous. Okay. So as I mentioned, we have three executive, two academic executive and one academic assistants. And for the department, we have actually two undergraduate program, which is mechanical engineering program and material engineering program. And you're gonna hear more about it from Associate Professor Dr. Sarah Vanan and Associate Professor Dr. Putri. And in addition to that, of course, we have the postgraduate by research headed by Dr. Mazli, and we have two master by coursework, which is MSc Master of Asset Management and Maintenance and Master of Corrosion Engineering, headed by Dr. Azlan and Dr. Mokhtar Cik Ismail, respectively. So the department, in addition to the undergraduate, we also have the opportunity for you to continue to postgraduate, either by research or either by the taught course. And the department, you have two different program. So we have cluster heads for each program. So we have cluster heads for mechanical engineering as well as for material engineering, headed by Dr. William, Dr. Ainul, Dr. Zainal, and also Dr. Amin for mechanical engineering. And for material, we have Dr. Osman, Dr. Ki, Dr. Nurul, and Dr. Said, right? And in addition to the academic, we also have some other support for the department. We have the curriculum management. The main one will be OBE, outcome-based education. You're going to hear a lot about this as you move from year 1, year 2, year 3, and year 4. You'll be exposed to the course outcome, program outcome, and also the program education objective, PEO, PO, and CLO, and also as the lesson outcome. So all that linked together. So OBE is the main part of how we run the academic. So we have also the PG student affair. This is more for research, and we have UG student affair. So this is where the person that you need to know. So Muhammad Faizari, Muhammad Saifuddin, Dr. Vira, and Dr. Jun. So they mostly involved in terms of the club. So we have the two main club that we have, ASME as well as IMECI. And we also encourage students to be involved in exhibition and also competition. So from time to time, we'll be exposed to what are the competition and exhibition that we involved, and we would like inviting all the students to get involved. And Sheikh Faizari will plan for engagement and communication between the department and the students. And go to the right, please. And of course, some other element for the department. So we have ecosystem, we have HSC, very, very important. So we want to make sure that whatever labs that we have is conforming to the required health and safety requirement. And we have industry. This is also another critical path that we're looking at. We want to make sure that during your stay or at the department, you are fully exposed to the industry, right? So whatever you learn in the class, or the theory that you learn in the class, how would that be applied? So we have a lot of the adjunct lecturers that coming in from industry to as part of the teaching, as part of the course. You know? So that way you can see how the theory that you learn is being applied. You know, why mechanical engineering? Where do they work? What do they do? You know, so that will give you a little bit more interest, hopefully, you know, to pursue further your lessons. We have also quality system, IT, and of course, making sure our program is accredited. We have the accreditation and ranking group. Next, Daphne. All right. As I mentioned, we have a total of 5 programs. So 2 undergrad, which is the Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering. Currently, we are at structure E. So when you join right now is structure E. So if you look at your course, it's going to be ME. MED, right? And then you have Bachelor of Material Engineering. And for the postgraduate, we have by research, PhD, as well as masters, and by coursework, we have access management and corrosion engineering. Next. Okay, quiz time. I think Encik Jafni has has arranged a quiz question. So whoever answer the quiz, you actually get token, right, or gift. So basically, we're gonna take your name, and when we are allowed to go into office, then you can come to the office and claim your prizes, right? Unfortunately, we still virtual. We cannot provide the gift now. So hopefully by that time that you are able to go into office, then you can drop by and collect your prizes. So please, Jafni, you wanna go for quiz?
Dr. Mati, if you may, you can ask the question.
Oh, okay. All right. So the first one, we talk about the CAIR, right? CAAIR. So, and one of them is missing. Anybody want to guess what I stands for? Anyone?
Integrity.
What? Siapa tu?
It's Farid.
Muhammad Farid, yes. What's your answer?
Integrity.
Integrity, correct. Thank you. So, Cik Jafni, let's record Muhammad Farid's name.
Okay, Muhammad Farid, congratulations. Can I have your student ID, please?
I'll write it in the chat box.
Yeah, right in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Farid. All right, so it goes to next. All right, I think I'm done with my portion. Thank you very much. Again, I'll be around, so if you have a question, you can put in the chat box, or you can, voice it out. All right, so without further ado, I would like to invite Dr. Sarah to continue with more detail on the mechanical engineering program. Your floor is yours, Dr. Sarah. Thank you. You're muting. You mute.
This is what we call karma. I got it back from Dr. Masdi. Thank you, Dr. Masdi. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for being here in this afternoon to listen to your faculty members, okay, to give you some insights on your insights on mechanical engineering department. So my name is Saravanan. I'm currently the program leader for mechanical engineering program. So next one, please, Jaffney. Jaffney. Okay, for this Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering with Honours program, there are two program educational objectives. So our mission is to produce engineers who are competent with the potential to become leaders of mechanical engineering industries. So once you graduate, we want you to have all the competency so that you are able to become the leaders of industries. And the second one is we want to produce engineers who are committed to sustainable development of mechanical engineering industries for the betterment of society. So we do not want to just work to earn a living, but we want you to make betterment to the society. We want you to make society better. So those are the two PEOs. So you will be listening to this very often from now on. That is called PEOs. Then to support the PEOs, we have 12 attributes that we want you to have, because we want you to have the holistic development. So Jaffney, could you please move on to the next slide, please? Okay, there are 12 attributes that we want you to achieve. And the 12 attributes are given here. The first one is called PO number 1. And the PO number 1 is on engineering knowledge and also science and engineering fundamentals. So we want you to be able to apply the knowledge of mathematics, science and engineering fundamentals to solve complex engineering problems. So for this, you need to improve your knowledge in mathematics, science and engineering fundamentals. And then moving on to number 2. Number 2 is more on problem analysis. PO number 2 is more on problem analysis. So we want you to equip yourself with the knowledge for you to be able to solve problems, complex engineering problems. Then number 3 is on the design and development of solution to solve complex engineering problems. Then you have PO number 4. This is more on conducting investigation of complex engineering problems. Then moving on to number 5. Number 5 is on the usage of tools and also techniques to model and solve complex engineering problem. And number 6 is more on the HSC methods that you need to acquire knowledge for you to be able to solve complex engineering problems. Okay, and then number 7 is knowledge on this sustainability and concerning on the environment. So we have to ensure that you care about the environment. And number 8 is on ethical principles. So we want you to have this ethics as an engineer when you graduate. Then number 9 is on teamwork. So we want you to be able to work as an individual and also be able to contribute as a team member. Then we have PO number 10, which is on communication. So in your next 4 years, you will be exposed to many presentations. So you should be able to communicate well. And one of the strong point of UTP graduates are on communication. So whenever we go for internship visit, okay, students are required to do internship. So Dr. Sharul will be talking about internship later. And most of the time, the employers out there, they are very impressed with the communication skills of UTP students. So you will be among the people who will be having good communication skills in the years to come. Maybe you have now, but you will improve in a year or two. When you graduate, you will have a good communication skills. And number 11 is the knowledge of project management and finance. And finally, number 12 is on lifelong learning. So lifelong learning is important. So we do have like 143 credits for you to graduate. So that is not sufficient for you to spend your rest of your life as an engineer. So as we move on, technology changes, and you should be able to learn from the literature out there, learn from the technology that is coming up, and equip yourself so that you are able to contribute as a good engineer. So you should be able to have, you should have the capability to learn things, new things. So that's on lifelong learning. So these are the 12 attributes. So the reason we want you to master the 12 attributes is for you to be able to have holistic development so that when you go out, you can be a good engineer. So these are the program outcomes. So moving on, Javni. Okay, now let us look at the credit hours. So you need to complete 143 credit hours for you to be able to get the degree of mechanical engineering. So these courses will be divided into different categories. So the first one is national requirement. There are 10 credits on national requirement, the courses which is common for all the students in UTP. Okay, you have to take that. In fact, this is common to most of the degree programs in the country. So maybe the credit might differ, but the courses more or less are the same. Then you have university requirement, the courses offered to all the students in the university, that is about 14 credits. Then you have common core, the core courses which are taken by all the engineering students, like mathematics and so on. Then core discipline, 70 credits, which is on the mechanical engineering subjects. Then we have 14 credits on the internship. So we are among the few universities in the world, okay, which are offering a lengthy internship. So maybe Dr. Sharul can give the exact situation on internship later. So we are offering 14 credits for that, and our internship is about 7 months. And finally, we have course specialization, where you need to choose your specialization, and you have to take 9 credits. So all in, you have to take 143 credits. Okay, moving on. Okay, so in UTP, from the first year until you graduate, you have to be taking courses in 12 semesters, 3 semesters per year. So you can see for the first year, you have the first 3 semesters, and the credit hours are given as 12, 13, and 13. So you can have a look at the courses here. So first you have the code, you can look at the code, and then the name of the course, you have the credit, and also the grouping. So whether it's a national requirement, university requirement, and so on. So in the earlier years, you will be taking some courses on national requirement and also some courses on university requirement and also common core. Then as you proceed, okay, this is the first year, Jafni is highlighting. So you can see in the first semester, you have national requirement, university requirement, common core, core discipline, and so on. Okay, so then moving on, I think Jafni, you don't have to. Okay, go back to the previous slide, please. Go back to previous slide. Okay, so you can see, so we have 12 credits in the first semester, 13 credits in the second semester, 13 credits in the third semester. Then for the fourth semester, you have 15, 12, and 12. So in UTP, you have 12 weeks of lessons in a semester. Then you have a few days break before you sit for your final examination. So maximum number of courses that you need to take is 5 courses per semester. So normally for the institution which offers 2 semesters per year, they have more than 12 credits. Normally it's between 15 to 18 credits. So they may have 5 to 7 courses per semester, but we limit it to 5, and we distribute the courses throughout the 4 years. Okay, in the year 4, you can see the credit is 15, then semester 5, 12, and semester 6, 12. And as we progress towards the second year, you can see you have many CD courses, core discipline courses. Then moving on to the third year, in semester 7, next one, okay, semester 7, you will have 14 credits followed by 2 semesters of internship. The first one we call it SIT, Student Internship Industrial Training, and then the second one is a Student Industrial Project. So Dr. Sharul will be talking more about this. Then once you come back from your internship, you'll be in your final year, and you'll have 13 credits, 12 credits, and 13 credits. And in the final year, you need to take final year project in semester 9 and final year project 2, semester 10. And also you have mechanical system design, that is a capstone project in semester 9, and mechanical system design in semester 10, design 2 in semester 10. So these are important courses, and also you have specialization courses. You need to take 3 specialization, which you can choose from. Next one, please. Okay, what we have 4 specialization here. One is energy system, which are offering 5 courses. Advanced manufacturing, offering 7 courses. Asset integrity and reliability, 5 courses. And advanced engineering material, 4 courses. So for you to be able to get specialization in any of the discipline here, you need to take 3 courses, at least 3 courses from each specialization. So that's on that. And moving on. Daphne? Okay. In addition to that, you do have minor as well. So if you want to take minor in entrepreneurship, minor in international relations, minor in project management, and minor in data analytics, what you have to do, you need to take the 5 courses listed under each category here, under each minor. So in addition to that, where you can choose to take the courses anytime you wish. Okay, when you have 13 credits, you think it's not sufficient, then you may add 3 credits. Okay, so with that you will get additional minor. So you get degree in mechanical engineering with minor in entrepreneurship or project management and so on. Okay, moving further. Okay, quiz time. Before quiz time, if I may, can I take a few minutes to talk out of this presentation over here?
Sure thing, why not?
Yes.
Daphne, do we have time?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so I would like to give you some tips as a senior. Senior means not senior of UTP, but I did locally as well. So for me, I think the time in university is a very good time. I think maybe among the best period of my life. So I think it will be the same for you. So you have to enjoy your 5 years in UTP. Okay? If you have 4 years remaining, so you have to enjoy life in UTP. On top of that, when you go out, you have to develop a few attributes, okay, which is very important. So I've listed down here. The first one is you should be able to communicate well. So these 4 years can be used for you to improve your communication. So improving your communication is basically you have to talk. Okay, when people ask questions, maybe you can talk, and also you can get involved in many activities in UTP. UTP has got, so one of the good things in UTP is we have too many activities. So you have too many opportunities for you to get involved. So when you get involved, you can improve your communication skills. So take advantage of that. Okay, you are paying a good amount of fees. So I think there are many opportunities out there. If you just sit in your room, of course now we have to sit in the room, but when the university is open, you have to take the opportunity. So the second one is self-confidence. So if you continue being reserved, it would not take you places. So take the opportunity to improve your self-confidence. This can be improved if you join the activities, you join the clubs, you join the society and so on. Okay, you can improve your self-confidence. And the third one that I want to mention is on the networking part. So now you are meeting with okay, the clever people, isn't it? In your group, I think all of you qualified to UTP, so all of you are clever. So take the opportunity to build your friendship. Okay, maybe 20 years from now, all of you will be in leaders in industry, and obviously, if you network now, it will be helpful in future. Okay, and last but not least, take care of your health. Obviously, when you come here, maybe you will be spending a lot of time, okay, on the courses and also other activities, but you have to take care of your health, get involved in sports and exercise. And before I stop, I just want to give some knowledge for you. If you look at some Ivy League universities in the US, okay, Ivy League universities in the US, the entry requirement is, I mean, Ivy Leagues are a few universities which are top in the ranking. So the intake is, they don't look at your results alone. Okay, results has to be excellent. Okay, they have some tests, like a few tests. So your result has to be excellent, but that is not the requirement to enter. The requirement to enter is you need to have extracurricular activities. If you have represented the country, okay, you will get a chance. Not only in sports, you can be active in maybe debate or science exhibition and so on. So they are looking at those things. So what they do is, the good universities, before they take in, they want to ensure the students have the attributes. Okay. So what we are emulating here is, doesn't matter, we give opportunity to everyone. And when you come here, we have the program to improve your attributes. That's what we are doing. So for that, we need your help as well. If you continue being reserved, obviously when you are 17, I was very reserved as well. Okay, but now you have the time, 5 years in the university, take this opportunity. UTP offers a lot of opportunities. Take those opportunities. So that's my wish. Okay, with that, I thank you. So Encik Daphne, quiz, is it?
Yeah, Doctor, could you please ask the question, Doctor?
Yes, no problem. Okay. What is the total credit hours to be completed for graduation? So if you can remember, you can tell the number. If not, if you're good in maths, faster.
143 hours.
143. Who mentioned that? Mirza Daniel, is it?
Yes.
Mirza Daniel, congratulations.
Thank you.
So please share your ID number in the chat box. A special prize will be coming to you soon.
All right, thank you.
Okay, with that, I conclude my session. If you have anything to ask, you may ask me now. If not, I'll pass the floor to Dr. Putri or to Encik Daphne.
Okay, I'll take it from Dr. Sarah. Thank you so much, Dr. Sarah. I'll just turn my webcam here. Right. Great job, Dr. Sarah, and thank you for covering almost 80% of my talk today. That's how it happens normally, because materials and mechanical engineering programs, they are quite similar in the structure. Right. Okay. How's everyone? I hope everyone is doing well, although maybe I think everyone is at home rather than in UTP, if I'm not wrong. So I hope everybody is keeping yourself well. So to start with, my name is Putri Sri Melo Megat Yusof. I am the current program leader. Actually, we have this program leader role since last year. It's just started. So we are actually in charge of the academic side of the program. So basically, ensuring it is, carried out in the right way, so that we can get the accreditation, to do improvement on the curriculum and so forth. So it's all about the curriculum mostly. So that's the role of program leaders. So we assist the department chair in taking care of the program. And of course, we take care of our students too. Okay, that's me. I actually have been with UTP. I have been with Mechanical Engineering Department for a very, very long time, since 1998. UTP started here in Sri Iskandar way back in 1997. So I was like one of the, the very, very senior staff. And I'm still here, alhamdulillah. So, although my background is in materials engineering, that's why I'm being put to take care of the program. But I have been serving the Department of Mechanical and teaching mechanical engineering students. All right. So that's, I believe, a very brief introduction of myself. And I take this opportunity, this golden opportunity, to say welcome to all of you, both mechanical engineering students and materials engineering students. Welcome to the department. And I believe you have been with us, with UTP, for the last 1 year, because you did your foundation with us. Maybe 3 students are direct entry to the undergraduate. So you are not new to UTP, but you are rather quite new to the department. So that's why we have this session today, to introduce some of our faculty members and also to feed you with some information that we know it's going to be very beneficial for you. Although you just started your undergraduate like just 6 weeks ago, I'm sure you're already thinking about your internship. You're already thinking about what specialization you are going to do, and also about your FYP and so forth. So that is good. You need to keep yourself motivated and inspired all the time, and you must know what goal that you want to reach. All right. So being university students, you must be foresighting this. You must already know what is at the end of the tunnel. Just because, what I want to say is that you need to have a goal. Without a goal, you won't be planning what actions to take. And this is very important. And just to continue on from Dr. Sarah, all the advices that he gave you. So this is also, to add on, you need to know what you want to be in life, which sector of the industry that you want to work later. Because that will determine your specialization, that will determine your where you want to do your internship and so forth. So be futuristic. Yeah, don't just like live day by day. I know now we seem to like living day by day. Do this MCO and total lockdown. It's like everybody is like, I don't know. We feel so suffocated, I suppose. At least myself, I feel that this is going too long, right? But we have to survive. We have to do the best out of the situation that we are in. We are human. We are equipped with all those skills and competencies and the brain to do the best that we can. Never let the time pass by without doing anything beneficial. All right. Although sometimes we feel low or we feel down, we just feel bored. But we need to quickly snap out of it and just say that, yeah, I have a goal here. I need to do this. I need to, do good things. So just have that at the back of your mind. Your 4 years to come, I cannot promise you is going to be easy, because in my experience, studying undergraduate is the most difficult years compared to masters and PhD. I think most people would say that because undergraduate is a long period, and also we are covering so many aspects. The scope is so wide. So you need to know everything, even though you don't like electrical components, you don't like chemistry, but you have to do 1 or 2 courses in that because we are giving you broad-based kind of education. So to me, it's quite a big challenge doing undergraduate. Although I did my degree in United States, and then masters in UK and also PhD in UK. Yeah, I was lucky, alhamdulillah, to got that, that opportunity to study abroad. But, nowadays our education in Malaysia is at par with the rest of the world, with the QS ranking, THE ranking, and all. Where we are. So you should feel proud to be in UTP. Many people wanted to be in UTP to study, but one, maybe they didn't get the opportunity, they didn't get the placement. Second, they cannot afford it. If they can afford it, then I'm sure they would just, come and join us because of the reputation and the image that we uphold. So alhamdulillah, we are given that, that resources actually, okay, with the support of our parent, of course, Petronas. Right. Yeah, I haven't moved the slide. Yeah. Anyway, congratulations. All right, especially to materials engineering students. Actually, I have met a few of you, and I know in this batch I have Kashila, I have Eva, Ebony, Ainin is here. The 3 of them are here, but Kunaili and Lihan seems to be away. I couldn't get them in. So I met Ainin, I met Kulaili and Lihan during the MCO. I mean, way back in May, when we were able to go back to the office briefly. So it was a pleasure to meet them then, but I miss Kershila and Eva. You are here today, so my pleasure, to have you around. So I hope I won't bore the rest of the students from mechanical, and I won't repeat basically whatever Dr. Sarah has mentioned because it's quite similar. Cuma before I proceed, now maybe you may be asking yourself, what is the difference between mechanical engineering and materials engineering? Should I take mechanical? Should I take materials? All right. So anyone want to answer? What do you understand with mechanical engineering program? What do you think you are here for? I'm talking to the mechanical students lah. Anyone to talk to me?
I will try to answer this.
Yeah, Mirza, silakan.
Okay,
What's your thought about it?
Okay. The very basic of it, at first I'm assuming like mechanics stuff, but during the high school years, maybe I were much into physics back then, and I started to understand that mechanical is much broader than just mechanics itself. Like we can go through can also be in aerospace area course.
Yeah.
Job
Right.
scope wise, because yeah, it's not about just flight. We how to build the airplanes, to build land rovers, such as, for example, at Mars, the Perseverance. Yeah, it's very wide lah.
Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you, Mirza. Somebody else wanted to say something, is it, just now? Siapa? I welcome anybody else to say something about mechanical. All right. Tak ada. Okay. So basically, like Mirza put it in terms of aeronautics and things like that, equipment, vehicle, kan. So the best way, I think, what it means by mechanical is things are moving, kan. So when things are moving, then we call it mechanical lah. So you guys are actually going into designing equipment, machinery, things like that. So you will learn about forces, about loadings and things like that. So on the contrary, or just to complement it, on the other side, materials engineering, it is a bit more focused because we actually learn about the materials. We try to understand why and how materials behave. Why do they behave the way they do? And once we understand that, we can actually design them to the properties that we want, to the performance that we want. So you want to design a spaceship, you want to design a vehicle or automobile, kan? But you want it to like have certain speed. You want it to be light. So you have to resort to the right material. So materials engineers can help you to decide on the type of material suitable for your application. That's just like the first cut explanation lah. Okay, very simple to explain. Of course, mechanicals is quite broad. You are covering a wide scope of area manufacturing pun dalam tu, and then you have mechanicsnya and a few others kan. So you can go into various industries. Same with materials engineering. You also can go to various industries simply because you understand about materials. And materials are being used in all industries. We cannot do without materials, right? So this world is materialistic world. Whatever you design, you must be designing using materials. So that's why, some people need to study about materials, understand why glass is transparent, why metals is heavy, why do they conduct electricity, why polymers are light. So those are the things that we will discover in materials engineering. Of course, that will bring us to more advanced materials. Knowing the conventional materials, then we can manipulate the material. We can combine different materials together to produce the properties that we want. Okay, I hope I'm not lecturing, kan? So just to highlight, because sometimes people have this question, why should I take mechanical, should I take materials? So just to enlighten you a bit there. And I want to assure those students with materials engineering, Keshila, Eva and Aini who are here, rest assured that you have chosen the right program. Don't worry about what people say. You know why you are taking this program. All right. So I hope you will continue with us. We are excited to have you on board. We have lots of things to share with you. Right. Okay. Let's continue. Jafni? We go for the next slide because I'm not going to go through so in detail lah, because Dr. Sarah pun dah went through, kan. So what is this program educational objective? This, what we in short we call it PEO. We want students to know what these are all about, because you are here, you are with us. And we always talk about PEO, about PO, about CLO. So you need to know lah, kan kita university student, we are future generation punya ni leaders and all. We need to understand this. This is being subscribed by not only UTP, it is being subscribed by almost all universities in Malaysia. In order to be accredited, okay, betul ke saya cakap accredited by the Engineering Council, we need to follow the philosophy of what we call outcome-based learning, outcome-based education, OBE. Right, so don't worry. All other universities, local, private ke, universiti awam ke, they all have this. You can check on their website. We have similar structure as this. In fact, we are not only doing it in Malaysia. There are also countries like UK, US, Australia, New Zealand, everywhere in the world. We are following this OBE philosophy. Okay, we are under the Washington Accord. So with that, once you graduate from UTP with the accredited program, you will be able to work as an engineer anywhere in the countries that being the signatories of the Washington Accord. Almost many countries in the world, the giant countries, all they are under this Washington Accord. So that's why you have to comply to the regulatory, okay, in terms of this OBE. So program educational objectives is telling you what we want you to be 3 to 5 years after you graduate from UTP. This is our aim. We have our goal. This is our target. We want to produce qualified materials engineers or mechanical engineers with potential to become leaders in the industries. And also engineers that are committed to sustainable development for the betterment of the society. So this is our pledge to you, to your sponsors, to your parents, all right, that this is what we have in mind by having you with us for the next 4 years. All right, and then it continues with the program outcomes that Dr. Sarah deliberated in detail. We got 12 program outcomes. Next slide, please. So,
before that, Dr. Putri, before that, there's a comment from Eva saying that PEO is actually something like quality control.
We do this to ensure that all programs or university are of certain quality. Betul. In a way, yes. Yes, Eva. That's correct. We want to ensure that all university comply to the set of requirements. Because, remember, like I think 10 years ago or 20 years ago, many universities that come up and then they are done under the, just having classes in the shop houses, things like that, kan? So they are not regulated. So with this, it's more regulated, so we can ensure the quality. So once BEM approve, EAC approve, that means the program is good. You can find jobs everywhere. So it is about quality control. You're right. Okay, thank you, Jaffney, for alerting me. Okay. Jadi, in order to achieve this PEO, we have a set of 12 program outcomes. The details of it, how and what we want you to have in terms of knowledge and skills. So, kita ada technical and competency, kita ada problem analysis, kita ada design solution. We have research skills like investigation, ability to use IT tools. You need to understand the concept of HSC, engineering, sustainability, communication, teamwork, lifelong learning. All these elements are embedded in these 12 POs. All right, and this is actually set by EAC, Engineering Accreditation Council. Jadi sebab tu from university to university they are the same. For engineering would be the same. So rest assured you're getting the right skill set in order to prepare you for the job. Okay, next. Cuba kita nak cepat sikit. Next would be, ini tak apalah, this is about the curriculum, how we actually have different categories of the courses. Ada yang core, ada yang common core, ada yang specialization and so forth. And in the next slide, total credit sama 143 for this program. You need to have 143 to graduate. Alright, okay, next slide. Okay, this actually show you the progression, the courses that you must take from semester 1 until semester 10. We label it as 10 because we didn't count the internship. Right, so I don't want to deliberate into this detail. You can always refer this to the website and also in your handbook if you got the handbook. I don't know, maybe you are given the e-handbook or something like that. So website is there. So you can always refer this material on the website. So what happens here is that we already determine what courses that you're going to take from semester to semester. All right, you are not quite free to choose what courses you want to take. All right, we already set it, okay, to help you through the years. However, if you start to repeat courses, hopefully not, and then you have to fit things in. That's why you also need to know who your academic advisor is. And for the new students here, Sheila, Eva, Kulihan, and Ainin, your academic advisor is Dr. Said Kokoi. However, Dr. Said Kokoi is leaving us soon, and someone will be replacing him. Right, but meanwhile, if you have any issues, you need to get advice on your academics or even non-academic, please come back to me. All right, come back to me or Encik Jafni. Don't bother so much Dr. Masdi, he has lots on his plates. So for materials engineering student, you can refer to me. I'm also happy to have anybody who comes to me for help. Yeah. So academic advisor will help to advise you on particularly as academic matters to help you through your 4 years of study. And we want you to do well in your studies. So from now, this is just your 6 weeks into the first semester. Please, please, please concentrate on your studies. Okay, let this first semester be your full flat punya semester. Get all A's. All right, if possible. So you must do well, or whatever you achieve in foundation is now stored, is history. All right, you can start afresh now. So maybe foundation you didn't do too well, forget it. All right, it's over. Now you start a new semester, so you must have your motivation, and you have to be self-motivated also to do well. Right, so plan your study very well. Get together if you need to learn from your friends. We are very small, only 5 of you. So I hope you keep the close knit with each other. Learn together, and hopefully you will excel together. All right. Okay, next. Kalau ada soalan, you can just drop by dalam chat box. Okay, so internship later in your 3rd year. In your semester 8 and 9, you will be going for internship. You will start to apply in semester 7. In fact, semester 6 already, you need to start thinking about where you want to go. All right, don't worry. We have good track record with the companies. We have good network with the companies. Inshallah, we can put you in any multinational companies if you like. We have Intel, we have ESSO, Shell, apa lagi ESSO dipanggil apa? ESSO, Exxon Mobil. Many companies that, of course, they are all related to materials. Don't worry. All right, wherever your mechanical friends go, you can go there. We are always relevant anywhere. Right? Okay. Jadi if you know where you want to work later on when you graduated, okay, when you graduate from here, then you know which industry to go to for your internship, because normally our students, when they attach to the industry at the end of the internship, they, some of them get offered to continue as employee. So you just need to perform well during your internship. So that's why I said everything must be planned. If you know where you want to be in 4 years time, 5 years time, then you chart your plan. Okay, what industry you want to be involved in, what topic of FYP you're going to deal in. Okay, so that's about it. Specialization also can help you determine, what specialization to take if you know where you want to work. Okay, ini jauh lagi jalan 2-3 years down the line, and hopefully by next year ke apa, by this year the COVID is already leaving us. We don't want to have COVID to complicate our life longer. Alright, next. Ada lagi. Okay, specialization. Kita ada 2 sahaja for materials: advanced computing and modeling of materials, and degradation failure of materials. This is quite niche, right? I'm proud to have these 2 specialization for you. The advanced computing and modeling ni, it's really giving you the added value in terms of the computing ability. You bukan pakai manual computing, but using IT tools lah, software, so if you have this skills, okay, to use simulation software, you do modeling, or you're gonna be, powerful lah. It's very, very powerful or very important knowledge for materials engineer, because we can actually predict the property of materials without going to the lab. Okay, just do some modeling thing, what simulation on your software, on your computer, then you can actually predict almost close, like maybe within 10-20% to the real situation. So we save lots of time and effort instead of going to the lab and do trial and error at this and at that without much knowledge. We can do this on the simulation software. So that is quite, I think, very powerful technique that we will give you. And if you go for degradation and failure, this is quite related to Petronas, because we focus on corrosion, on degradation. So that is actually, normally Petronas, they talk about corrosion. That's the main issue that they have in their industry. All right, so those are the 2 specialization for you to choose. Okay, not that very difficult, but you must maintain one. You cannot crisscross, right? So you have to take 9 credits from one specialization. Okay, next. All right, minor, Dr. Sarah has explained, this is basically to add value to your degree, not just graduating in materials engineering, but you have additional knowledge which is beyond the program itself. No more talking about materials, tapi kita add value in terms of apa? Kita ada minor in entrepreneurship, minor in project management, big data analytics, international relations. So this is basically adding more knowledge, adding more competency on yourself, more skill sets lah. Jadi if you have this, you will be sought after by the companies, because you don't only have technical knowledge, you also have this additional non-technical punya capabilities. And to do this, you need to take 15 extra credits. And you have to fit it in within the 4 years. Otherwise, you have to extend your semester. You may not want to extend your semester. Jadi you have to plan. Kalau you betul-betul nak follow this minor, you need to plan when to take 1 course each in every semester in order to handle these 5 courses. That is possible. Like data analytics, this is the talk of the industry now, the education now about data analytics, because with the IR 4.0 revolutionary industry revolution 4.0, you need to have this capability to analyze big data. So kalau you ada this skill, then easy for you to get job lah, insyaAllah. Okay, so it's something for you to ponder, not to worry too much now, tapi boleh plan for it. Okay, next. Yes, quiz time. So that's what I want to talk to you about, all right? And I just want to open the channel, the communication between you and me. You must, at least you know me now. You can always contact me by email or WhatsApp too. Kalau you ask Ainin or Naili, they have my number. So if you need to be in touch with me, get it from them. No problem, I don't mind. Okay, ni apa soalan kita ada?
Okay, Dr. Bhati, can you plus ask the question, please?
Okay. Wow, how many PO for material engineering? May I have your response, please? Materials engineering student, tak ramai ni, ada 3 je. Siapa nak jawab? Ainin? Eva? Sheila?
Hello, madam.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good
There's
evening.
12, is it? There are
PO?
12 for the PO.
12.
Yep.
Okay. 12 is your answer. Marvelous. Thank you so much. You're right. Siapa yang jawab tadi ya?
Ainin.
Ainin. Congratulations, Ainin. All right. Thank you so much. So leave your number, your ID number, ya Ainin. And to inform everyone, kan, Ainin, Kunaili, and also Lihan, they have been involved with us in producing our materials engineering video, in our promotion and all. So they are very, very supportive of all our effort. So thank you so much to them. I hope in the future I can involve Eva, Sheila also, because before I didn't know you. So after this, I might be inviting you to be involved with us on our promotion activities, particularly for FB communication. Dia ada FB Live tu kan? We want you to talk about why you are here, why you choose materials engineering, how is studying in UTP, things like that. So I'll keep in touch with you, ya, Eva and siapa ke Sheila. So Ainin, Lihan tu I can contact them. Alright, fantastic. I think I already taken lots of the time, dah almost 3:48 dah. Alright, so any question before I leave from material student ke, daripada yang lain ke? Okay, any question? Okay, if not, I would like to wish you all the best for your studies for the next 4 years. Please enjoy your time in the university. It is the best time. Yes, Dr. Sarah said it is the best time for you to explore so many things. So be involved in all the activities as much as possible without disturbing your study. I believe in that. You need to involve yourself in whatever projects they are, or whatever activities, whatever program, training. Go take that opportunity to learn and learn and learn. That would be very, very valuable, because once you go out, when you want to learn more new material, new knowledge, you have to pay. Now you're in the university, we're giving you all the opportunities to discover new materials. There are so many programs. It can be involving the community, not just about studying. So please explore yourself also and get all these experiences. You also want to be involved in students exchange program, in lagi ada apa program kita ada students exchange. You can go to US, you can go 1 semester in Indonesia, wherever you want. Okay, kita ada student mobility, so that one also another opportunity for you to have that internationalization. So although you are doing your degree in UTP locally, you still can go overseas if you wish. We can talk more about that. Okay, all right, all the best, good luck. I hope to see you around as soon as possible. We wish, when we make dua, that COVID-19 will be resolved soon. Inshallah, we maybe materials also we can think about how to prevent ourselves from getting the virus. We can design a material that can filter, that really can stop that virus from getting to our system. Yeah, that's material. Okay, all right. I better stop. Okay, thank you so much. All the best. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Well, thank you, Dr. Putri.
You're welcome.
Okay, next, I would like to invite Dr. Khairul to present on this student academic success program. Dr. Khairul?
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum and very good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to welcome all the mechanical and the material students in UTP and especially in our department, mechanical and materials department. So hope you guys will have some very good time during your study and stay in UTP. And I think Dr. Saravanan and Dr. Putri already discussed about all the academic aspects of from the department, mechanical and materials. So, but that's why I will discuss about some another one, which is the student academic success. Before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Khairul Habib. I'm from mechanical department, and I have been here in UTP for the last 10 years. So whenever actually when you go study in year 3 for the heat transfer, you might meet me in the class. Okay, so thank you, Daphne. Next slide, please. Okay. So we are going to discuss about the student academic success, which in short we call it SAS. So let me explain to you what does it mean. Normally, whenever you enroll in the UTP, each of you will be has been assigned with some one academic advisor. Academic advisor is nothing but actually one of the lecturer from the department. It's nothing. He is not from outside, from the lecturer from the department, and he will be your advisor for your entire study time in UTP. Entire study time in UTP, he will be your advisor. And and another one thing, this what is the main objective of this SAS or this student academic success? To provide an avenue for the students to communicate, obtain guidance and advice on the matters pertaining of their study to UTP. That means whenever you normally, as Dr. Putri have said that your study in UTP is not at, especially the undergraduate study is not as smooth. You might have some lot of ups and downs in life. So definitely, whenever you have some problems going on in your academic cases, in that case, this SAS can provide you the guidance, and also they can give you some advices regarding your studies, so that you can be come back in the right track. So that is the reason actually SAS has been created to help you to solve the problems during which you will face during your study. Okay, so coming back to advice pertaining to academic matters, advices can be of many types of advices, but they are not limited to, for example, course registration. That means course add or course drop period. That means which course shall we register, which one to drop. That one the SAS can give you some advices, especially actually this is the advisor can give you the advices. Then the credit transfer or an exemptions. Credit transfer means if you want to go to some other universities from here until another universities, what is the procedure, or if someone comes from other university to UTP, also what is the how can we do this transfer, and what courses we have studied, and which course we can exempt. Also exemption means if you have studied similar course in one university, then you come to UTP, then you can apply for exemption. That means we have already studied this course in the other universities, so we don't need we can skip that course, so we can move forward from the other courses. And then there is called study deferment. That means if you have any problem, if you want to take some break, you can also do like study deferment is possible. Then eligibility for internship, graduation and award, etc. Internship one, I think Dr. Sharul will explain to you. And as Dr. Putri and Dr. Saravanan has already said, we have a very 14 credit hours of internship period, and it's one of the, you can say, the best in Malaysia. That means we have normally in the industries we have a very we have a very good name. That means also we are very renowned, and the industry people, they like to have our UTB students as their interns, because we have we spend our time much longer than the other university students as an internship student. And that is the reason UTB has a very good fame and name for the internship. And UTB also and this SAS also can guide you to your selected or maybe some chosen internship, or the internship industries that you want to study or you want to do your internship. Then also the graduation and awards also. Graduation award means if you are as Dr. Saravanan have said, that there are many I think the teams are there, and they will definitely help you. And if you get any awards, say you participate any competition, if you get any awards, and they will help you how to get the eligibility to participate in the competition and how to get the awards. This is another job of the SAS. And the third one, another one, is the academic improvement program for probation students. This is actually one of the very important work for the SAS. Many students have some issues regarding, maybe it can be coming from the families or some other cases, and the result that the studies can be also affected. So the SAS can also help you to improve your program, improve your program. That means if you are studying in a mechanical or in the materials, if your CGPA is slightly less, then definitely the SAS can, or the advisor can help you to improve your overall grades. Okay, Jafni, next slide, please. Okay, so these are what are the roles and responsibilities of the advisees. That means what the advisees can do. So all the students, no matter you are from year 1 or year 2, year 3, or year 4, there will be one academic advisor. And what is his job? First job is to understand the rules and regulations on the campus. Definitely, if you are in a university, there are some specific rules and regulations are there. So on everyone, and the advisor's job is to first explain to you what are the rules and regulations on the campus. I think, and right now I think you are all in at home, but whenever you come to campus, definitely that this work will be more effective. These rules and regulations, especially related to the course registration, add and drop and withdrawal period. So this one, actually, this is the very important work from the advisor's point of view, and this is the very important job and function also. Second one, to understand the program culture, program structure, and the options of the minor packages. So the program structure, I think Dr. Putri and Dr. Saravanan have already explained to you, and also the minor packages. So maybe I think the advisors can explain to you more elaborately this thing. The next one is to register the right courses with the right code and not exceeding the maximum allowable credit per semester. I think our maximum credit, I think 14 or 14 credit hours, maximum 14 to 15. So definitely the advisor's job is to give you what courses you need at the moment, because most of the courses, they have some prerequisite courses. So if the prerequisite courses are not complete, you cannot go to the next stage, definitely, because it will hamper your you will not understand the specific courses. So for example, to study heat transfer, you have to finish fluid mechanics 2 and thermodynamics 2. So definitely, if you cannot finish those subjects, or if you do not pass those subjects, the advisor will not recommend you to take the heat transfer. So definitely, you have to finish the prerequisite first, then you can do you can register for the right courses. So this is another function of the advisor, the right code, and not exceeding the and also not exceeding the maximum allowable credit hour. Otherwise, you will be a lot of loading will be too much. So since we have we have 3 semesters, so I think maximum credit hours you can take, and with the advisor of your advisee. And then you have to meet your advisors regularly and minimum twice per semester. This is a very important thing. Sometimes actually the advisors forget who's their advisees. So that is the reason you guys have to know who is your advisor, and you need to meet them first at the beginning of the semester to show what courses have you taken, to show, and also in the middle of the semester. That means if you have any problems while in the semester, you can also discuss with your advisee. Okay, so the next one is the adhere and embrace the UTP values. I think our department chair already explained to you this CAIR. This thing you have to follow. Then the next one is to take part of the various on-campus activities. So we have got many activities in the campus. So definitely you can take part of those activities, but definitely, and you can explain, you can discuss with your advisors. They can also give you some comments and suggestion which activities. It depends on your which one you prefer. Which one you prefer, your or maybe your interest is where. So based on your interest, you can take part or you can participate on the on-campus activities. Then the seek advices from the advisors or counselors when necessary. This is also one of the very important point, because definitely during your study there is lots of ups and downs in the life. So you might face some lot of problems. So in that case, the advisors can give you some advices how to overcome those problems, and then how you can move forward. And also there we have some also counselors are there. The counselors also, they can give you some, especially if you have the problems on the psychological issues is there. Definitely the counselors can give you some very good counseling to overcome those issues. Then next point, if a student fails under probation, they must seek help from the advisors and participate in the self-improvement programs intended to help the improve their academic performance. So definitely this is another, if the students does not do well or fails in the probational period of time, then those students have to meet with their advisors on, and also some self-improvement programs, so intended to help them to improve their academic performance. So definitely this is also one of the very important point of the advisors. So the advisors can definitely help you. And then as international students, you have to be aware of your immigration requirement, visa expiration, and the visa renewal procedures. And I think in this case, the students have to be very aware of it. Maybe in that case, the advisors may not aware of your immigration requirements. Then in that case, maybe you guys can meet with the registry. The registry will help you to inform this immigration requirements, and if the visa is expiring and you have to renew your visa in this case. And also for the visa expiration, visa renewal times, you have to get some, you have to get the signature from your advisor also. So definitely you need the signature of the your advisor, and also the course lecturer, so that your because in this case your attendance is a very important thing. So make sure you guys have good attendance time. So I think 90% attendance in the class, so that your there will be no problem in the attendance point of view, and also visa renewal procedures. Okay, Jafni, the next slide, please. Okay, so you can get in touch with your advisor by either email, phone, or by appointment by email. You can also call them from the Microsoft Teams phone calls, email also. They are always ready to help you. And we have some other informations available, which is actually your advisor's name. If you want to know who is your advisor, link in from the UTP's website. This is the UTP's website, or maybe link in the ULearn and find his or her email address from the UTP website directories. And if you have any other problems in the advisor's name, you can contact with Puan Shahidatul Hafida from the CAE to get the information from about your advisor. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, so another important point is this academic enhancement program, which is in short we call it AEP. AEP. So what is it? So AEP is under the Psychological and Counseling Services. Is a semester basis program that is designed for students to enhance their academic performance. So definitely, you guys, many of you will have some problem in the psychological problems there during your studies. So in this case, we are here, this psychological and counseling services, in short, we call it PCS. They will guide you to overcome those issues, to solve the problems. And this AEP, this academic enhancement program, also will be conducted with different collaborators to assist the related students to improve their academic performance. So different collaborators also will be with the different there to improve your academic performance. So all these issues, this academic AEP, PCS, then there's SAS, which is the student success, academic success. All these small programs or small, you can say the sub parts of this department, they are always ready to help you whenever you have any issues, any problem during your studies. They are always ready to help you. So don't hesitate to meet with them, and don't hesitate also to come and meet with them. Okay, the next slide, please. So this is our department Facebook page, and I think all of you, I think, are very active in the social media. So that is the reason we have also our Facebook pages here. And this Facebook page is always very updated. Whenever is any news and information is there, you can get it. So first of all, I think you guys all have to like this page, so that you can have the real can get the notification of any information regarding from the department from this page. I think that's all from my side. Is any questions from you? Any questions?
I don't think so. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you very much. So all the best of all of you. I hope you will enjoy your 4-year study in UTP, and also we are always here to ready to help you. If any problems, you can always meet with your your respective advisors. And if you have any problems with any other issues, the psychological issues, you can meet with the department, this PCS. And also, if any problems, if you cannot find the advisors, you can also contact with me. I can also help you to meet with your advisors. Okay, so all the best, and thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Khairul. Okay, next in the agenda, I would like to invite Dr. Shahrul to present on this internship program. Dr. Shahrul?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Jafni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and very good afternoon. And first of all, welcome to all of you to UTP. Okay, so what are we talk about? Actually, what I'm going to talk about is going to happen when you are in your 3rd year of your study. Okay, hope you guys are reaching that 3rd year of study. Then you have to do what we call internship. Okay, and this internship is normally called SIIP. All right, so next slide. Okay, before that, I'm one of the coordinator for internship for mechanical engineering. All right, so let me just give you some idea what is it all about. Okay, before I go through this SIT and SIP and so on. Okay, in UTP, generally there will be a department called Student Development Office, where they will be having the authority or arranging all your internship matter. Okay, what my role here is I'm a coordinator in mechanical engineering, and I'm one of it, and the other one is Dr. Mark of Venice. Okay, there's two of us so far. I'm not sure when you reach your third year, probably I'm still around doing it or changing it. Later will be in future we will see. All right. So what happened? Most of the internship, either whether you get to report to from a reporting point of view, from the placement point of view, and so on, will be handled generally by the CDO people. Okay, there's a what we call internship department under the CDO department. Okay, student development office. Okay, all right. So what is it all about? So as you know, most of you, I'm sure you are doing mechanical engineering as well as material engineering. Okay, one of the requirement for you to graduate with this BEng engineering honors of mechanical or material, you have to go through a compulsory internship courses. Okay. Can you guys hear me? I have a problem.
Yes, we can hear.
Hello? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, there's a line problem. Okay, going back to that, let me just explain it. You guys have to go through an internship. Okay, means that a stint of a period around 8 months in either industry. Mostly is in industry. Means that most of you will have to go to you have to go outside and do practical work and get an experience in any industry that you prefer to. Okay. Right. So in UTP, the internship is divided into two sections. First one is what we call SIT, Student Internship Training. Okay. The second one is Student Internship Project. All right. So what is the difference between this? Is it divided into 2 semesters, 14 weeks and 14 weeks? Okay. And in between, you generally have a short holiday, about 2 weeks and so on. Okay. So in total, it might be around 8 months. Okay. All right. So the thing that you need to go through, let me just a little bit explain this SIT and SIP. What is the difference? Okay, you just want to know the difference. First 14 weeks is for you to experience the real working environment in the industry and develop a skill in terms of your ethics, communication, management, and working in team. Okay, so what you need to do there is at the end of the day, you have to, there's a sort of evaluation that you have to go through. And for SIT, so it's just simply you to experience how to work in industry, how people work in industry, understand the industry. Okay, and then for SIP, Javni, you're going forward so fast. All right, I will go back into this later. Okay, Javni. Okay, okay. I just and for SIP, what the main thing is, you need to produce what we call a project. You have to write out and to do a project that is complex in engineering matters and real world environment. Okay, move on, Cik Javni. Next slide, please. Okay, so as I mentioned to you guys, it is around 28 weeks of program divided into SIT and SIP. And generally, you are considered going into, you're registered in May. You either can go to January to August. Okay, there's every year there will be 3 batch going. So I'm not really cannot say that you're a May batch and then you're going to be September or what. It depends on how you're progressing in your study. Okay, and it depends on what is there any issues and so on. Since the COVID thing, there's quite some issue matter arising. Okay, but just to give you an idea, so we have 3 batch going every year, from January to August, May to December, and September to April. Okay, so in general, they will be given detail later when you before you go. Okay, you will be assessed where this is. You have a logbook or a presentation, report, student and performance and so on. And just to emphasize on this, you will be assigned a supervisor from industry as well as one supervisor from mechanical engineering itself. Okay, so you have two person will be evaluating you in overall for SIT and SIP as well. And this is the things that we going to evaluate you. Okay, I'm not going to detail because just giving you a flavor of the what the internship is all about. Okay, then once you ready to go there, CDO, like I mentioned, we give you a proper detail presentation and what to do and so on in detail by the person under the CDO itself. Okay, move on. Next one. Next slide, Cik Jamni. Since they're moving slowly, okay. All right, I think this one you might be been introduced by Professor Dr. Saravanan about the course learning outcome and so on. Okay, just to emphasize quickly, okay, in order for you, as you know, that the SIT and SIP is considered a course. Okay, all right, I didn't mention this. For SIT, you will be graded as whether you pass or fail. Okay, there will be no grade like A, B, C or whatever. Okay, it just simply for SIT, you either pass or you fail. Pass or fail. Okay, that's all. Okay, bear in mind on that. Once you reach the SIP, student internship project, you will be graded. Means that they will be given a grade on your, remember that I said logbook, so on, report and so on. You will given a grade. Okay, means that it either you get A, B, and C and so on. And this grade will be calculated in your overall CGPA. Okay, bear in mind. Okay, and just a reminder to all of you. All right, internship is easy to score as long as you follow the structure and discipline yourself and submit all the report and so on. Okay, in the other way is you make your industrial supervisor happy, then everything is in order, then easily you will get A or A minus. Okay, generally, I'm not saying that all of you will get A or minus, but generally it's easier to score for this. And remember, it carries 7 credit hours. Okay, then just imagine if you get, for example, A minus, then times 7, then it will affect a lot of your CGPA later. Okay, so you can get award and so on by having just simply scoring. And this is totally, okay, mostly is on your behalf. How do you going to excel or something? This is on you. Okay, so if you bear in mind, some students do find out that they don't really bother much about internship. They just don't care. Then it's quite a waste of time, time and so on. If you do, my advice is if you do not score. Okay, this is one of the subject that easy to score for what I mean for SIP. Okay, generally if you go do a proper report and the industry gauge you as a good student, then easily you will be awarded A. Okay, bear in mind on that. Right, don't lose track on this thing. Right, so mostly when you do this SIT and SIP, what we want you to have is the outcome of this generally is to make sure that you can communicate well in industry. You know how to work when we are preparing you indirectly for a job market. Okay, so from the SIP point of view, we want to emphasize on the policies of work culture in terms of health and safety. And then you should know that UTP are very advanced in health and safety practice and so on. We really emphasize on that. Okay, we want also for SIP to make sure that you know how to talk. That's why there's a lot of presentation you have to do from the industry perspective, as well as when the UTP supervisor visiting you. Okay, and then we want you to adopt an ethics of professionalism. Means that you, when they say that you come at 8 o'clock, you should be coming at 8 o'clock. And then when you finish at 5, you should be finishing at 5 on this one. This is a professional ethics that we want to make sure that you learn. When you prepare you, when you start working, when you graduate from UTP. Okay. Beside that, for SIP, we want to make sure that we prepare you how to solve problem in the real world scenario. It means that most of the job that you're going to do is related to real world. This is not based on theoretical like you are doing now when you start your first year and so on. Totally is based on the real perspective. For example, you might be handling some machine, you might be handling some projects, okay, under the supervision of the supervisor in industry. So that you have to make sure that that you have the understanding how to solve the problem, and also how to communicate effectively through the technical reports and so on. Okay, I hope I will not go through into every single detail, because just giving a flavor of what is it you're going to see, what the outcome of SIT and SIP, because later, like I mentioned, you will be briefed in detail, okay, before you go to the internship program itself. All right, so next, Cik Jamni. Next one, Cik Jamni, next slide. Okay, in UTP, we have a unique structure. All right, this is something unique that you have to be aware of. This is mostly under the mechanical program, okay, and material as well. All right, okay, this is specially designed for mechanical and material. This is only not overall from the engineering campus point of view. Okay, if you have friends from, for example, EE or civil or chemical, okay, these things might not be available for them. I'm not sure, because for mechanical we have something that we call UTP apprenticeship program. Okay, so what is it all about? Okay, what is it is when you adopt going into this, okay, there's be selected company that join this program. Okay, we call it internship program, where you have to go in through the company. Once you've done the internship, wait, Jamni, before that, okay, Jamni, the next slide, previous slide. Oh, this is award. Okay, this one. All right, sorry about that. Okay, so you are doing internship up to, oh, no, the one.
Ada lag sikit ni, jadi kena tunggu. Okay, you want this, right? UTP apprentice.
No, the next one. Okay, this one.
Next one, okay, just next one.
Okay. Prof, are you controlling the thing?
Not me, Jafni.
Okay, sorry, bro. All right, okay, let me start. We have what we call UTP apprentice program. Okay, this is a selected company program. Okay, for example, you are going for Petronas. Okay, I just generally say that which department, not sure yet. Okay, but generally we have the one that continuous one is Petronas. I believe that we have it with Intel. Okay, all and some, I think, can't remember. There's few companies that are doing this what we call apprentice program. Okay, so what is this, the apprentice program is all about? Okay, you will be assigned to the company. Let's say you'll be selected to join Petronas. Okay, you can be in one of the department and so on, right? So you will going to do a specific project, okay, which agreed upon with the UTP and also Petronas. Okay, then once you complete your internship, all right, you will continue the project that you do in your internship to what we call FYP, final year project. Okay, and on top of that, you will be assigned as well under the what we call mechanical system design. And this is the FYP1 and FYP2. Then you will continue on to FYP2, final project 2, and mechanical system design 2. Okay, I believe Prof. Putri and also Dr. Sarah mentioning about FYP. Okay, MSD is a capstone project. This is mostly a project, just giving you some idea, that you do complete in a group. Okay, once you are under this apprentice program, you'll be continuing doing the same project or similar project that you are doing in the industry itself. What we're going to do is the supervisor will take up probably a project from your internship, then we'll carry on completing the project, okay, until you finish your degree, until you through the subject of FIP1 as well as MSD. Okay, all right. And this is be the supervisor will be the same to industry. You have two supervisor, industry supervisor as well as UTP supervisor. Okay, and most of it because some of the project, okay, you need to sign what we call non-disclosure agreement. Okay, means that some of the project are very crucial, are very secretive and so on, because some of the data only can be viewed by the company itself. So you as one of the project member, you cannot disclose this project. And as Dr. Cairo mentioned just now, you guys are very good in social media sometimes. Okay, you guys like to show off whatever it is, and then it's not allowed. Okay, means that the data, whatever project you do, when you sign the NDA, you cannot disclose anything. You cannot tell your friends that, oh, I'm doing this. You can just tell them that I work with some project in Petronas. That's all. You cannot tell them what project are you doing, what is it. You can tell them verbally, but you cannot post anything. Okay, because this is what we call NDA, non-disclosure agreement, because some of the data or the project nature of it is very secretive to the company. Okay, and how do you going to get there? Okay, student to undergo competency training module. Okay, that's why we are looking for a very committed student. Okay, because remember, you are taking around 4 semesters at least to do this project. Okay, so that's why we want a committed student. That's why you have to undergo what we call competency training module, making sure that you are well aware that you're going to work. Okay, and one of the advantage of this is sounds like easily you will recognize by the company to join their program, or probably getting a job after that with them. Okay, it's not a promise, but it's a better potential for you to get a job with the company that you the project is. Okay, and how do you going to go about that? Okay, there's 2 stages of screening, UTP and industry. Okay, means that first of all, you need to have a CGPA above 3.0. Okay, means that I believe that you've been explained what CGPA is all about. So to get into this program, one of the requirement is it should be 3.0 and above. So if you ask me, you get 2.99, then you are not qualified. Okay, so if you're aiming to join this UTP apprentice program, do make sure that you get at least 3.0 from the start of first semester up to the third semester, up to the third year. Okay, it's a must. Okay, and in fact, looking at this, just to give you some idea, okay, certain companies, okay, in order for you to join them, one of the requirement is you must have 3.0 CGPA and above. Okay, it will be clearly stated there, especially during these competitive years of industry. If you want to go to multinational and so on, bear in mind, you are not the only university are going for internship. Okay, company are very selective. You have around 30-40 universities, and plus the diploma program and so on, they are going for the same company. Okay, one of the criteria that the company set in order to split, to easy for them to select students to join them, is to have a CGPA 3.0. Okay, I know this from a lot of experience. Some company do just, when we start make offering, they just put up there on the first line, you have to be CGPA 3.0 above. So if you get below that, then it's quite difficult for you to find placement. Okay, if you have 3.0 and above, okay, you might be qualified to get easily any company you want. Okay, means that the first when you send the application, they will read your application, they will evaluate the application, but you get 2.9 whatever, they just throw it away. Okay, because you are not qualified to join them. Okay, and then there will be a test, depends on company. Sometimes they will have element to include competency, personality test, and interest and commitment. Probably indirectly you will be called for interview by the company itself, and you have to send CV. Then we call for interview. Okay, mostly nowadays this is done through MS Team or whatever Google Meeting and so on. Okay, then the company itself will evaluate you. Okay, from the UTP point of view, we just screen through. Then if you guys meet the basic requirement, for example 3.0, and your CV looks good and you're active, and then you fulfill that, we just forward it to the company, and the company will have the final say whether you can join their apprentice program or not. All right, so I hope that is clear for this. This is not a must. This is just something that opportunity that you can look for when you want to go for what we call internship program. Okay, if you do not want to do this, you are almost welcome to go to anywhere you want. Okay, some students do want, for if you guys coming from Sabah and Sarawak, okay, you want to go back home, there's a lot of company over there. Okay, and it's not a must, but you have to go for internship. That's a must. Okay, without going for internship, you will never graduate. Okay, this is the things that you have to remember. Whatever it is, internship is a must for Bachelor of Mechanical as well as material program. Okay, without having the internship program, even though you finish all the studies and so on, you will never graduate. Okay, that's something that you have to bear in mind. That is something is compulsory for Bachelor of Engineering degrees. All right, Daphne.
Dr. Shahrul. Thank you, Dr. Shahrul.
Yeah.
So, any question for Dr. Shahrul?
You guys have any question?
Okay, I guess everybody is understand what is going on. And they will be looking forward.
Too.
Okay.
Okay, guys. Okay, don't worry about it because it's going to take you to at the third year generally. Okay, so mostly like I said, okay, you can, one thing you have just final advice to you, make sure you get a 3.0 GPA. Okay, start now. Don't think that it's really crucial actually your CGPA, because if you reflect on which company that you go through, okay, mostly as I mentioned, it's very competitive. And one thing about when you go to this multinational and top company, you will get a proper training. Okay, unless you go to this small company, you might not get a proper training. Because trust me, most of the guys who went to this top company, if they perform well, and easily they've been offered a job before even they graduate. Okay, I do find because I've been coordinating this so long, that I know whenever I ask the student, they offer you a job, they say yes. When you finish, just come back to us. Okay, so that's why my advice to you, make sure that you get 3.0 and above, and then you can see that, okay, inshallah, your future will be a little bit easier compared to if you get below than that. Okay, with that, thank you very much. I wish all the best in your future undertaking, and hoping that we meet when I'm teaching you in a future subject in years to come. All right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullah, and very good afternoon.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah. Dr. Shahrul, thank you very much for your time and informative briefing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, now come to our session. I would say the final session for today. So on behalf of Dr. Masdi, I would like to invite Dr. Putri to give a closing remark on behalf of Dr. Masdi. Dr. Putri, please, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Encik Jafni. Yes, I'm back. Well, alhamdulillah, the bootcamp session has been completed, has been done as planned. I hope it's not it has been very informative for you, okay, and we hope that you have been enlightened also on various aspects of your study. We want to help you, actually, we want to support you, and we want to provide the best that we can to see you graduate from UTP. So I hope by now you already know what's installed for you, what are the opportunities that we have put in place for you, just waiting for you to grab them, all right? And hopefully you also now aware about things in the department, who's who, and also know where to find information, to get help and support if needed. Right? Do not leave problems untackled. Okay, you need to tackle problem because we all face problems on a daily basis in our life and all. It's just that we need to know how to handle them. Yeah, so we need to be proactive. And nowadays you are learning online. So it is very important to keep your discipline in your learning, in your studies. So please cooperate with all the lecturers, right, to be engaged in the online classes. Make sure you are at the end of the tunnel. Don't let your lecturer to speak on their own. You know, give your feedback, talk back to them. I mean, respond to them. For questions and answer if prompted to, you know, say something to them. It is very huge challenge for us, you know, the lecturers also in conducting the online teaching. So we are both in this. We need to work together, support each other, give our cooperation to ensure that the learning is achieved regardless the situation. We don't want to stop you from learning. You see, we can put on hold, the university will just close down, but we don't want to do that because things have to go on, right? You need to graduate, you know, you need to get your degree and later find your job. So we have to survive under the current situation. We have this challenge and we know we can do it, but with the support of each other. All right, so give the support to your lecturers and make sure you commit yourself to this studying. All right, some people tend to lose out because of the online learning, but do not be despair. I mean, if you need help, you know, talk to us. We can give you the support that you need. We just want to ensure you can learn, you can study, and you can graduate successfully with good CGPA, with strong CGPA, yeah. All right, so with all this talk, you know, we're telling you so many things. I don't know how much will be installed, will be kept in your memory, but I hope you will get inspired and also be enthusiastic in your studies. Okay, just feel free to come back to any of us, to Cik Jafni, to the department chair, or myself, or Dr. Sarah, Dr. Shahrul, Dr. Khairul, for any information that you need. All right. Okay. So last but not least, I would like to thank. Okay. Thank you for the first one. More importantly is to you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for participating in our event today. And then I would like to also thank all the faculty members who are here today, Dr. Saravanan, we just call in short, everybody got associate professor. So thank you to associate professor Dr. Masdi, although he has he's left for another meeting. So we wish him all the best also because he needs to present a paper there for the department. Thank you, Dr. Saravanan, Dr. Shahrul, Dr. Khairul Habib for their presentation and presence today. Encik Jafni, also a big thank you to you for organizing the event, okay, for managing it. Also Puan Aziza, we did not introduce Aziza just now, but Aziza is actually a very strong person in the department. She's supporting the department actually. So thank you, Aziza, for all the support you have given particularly in ensuring the success of this event. So That's all for me on behalf of the department chair. Thank you so much, and we would like to wish you all the best in your studies. Okay, good luck, and hopefully one day we will meet face to face. All right. So don't forget to claim your prizes. I think Cik Jafni will advise you about that. All right. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Back to you, Cik Jafni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a nice day ahead. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Putri. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, students, faculty members, that's the end of our event today. We would like to take the opportunity to thank everybody for the time they have spent for the last almost 2 hours, for the last 2 hours on the department and the briefing and be conducted by our faculty members. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much again. And before you left this session, appreciate if you could refer to the chat box and fill up our survey for this event. Okay, there's a link that you need to complete. And in terms of the gift, will based on your attendance, and you will be contacted by us soon on how to claim your prize. I think that's all for today. Thank you very much. Have a nice day and stay safe. Stay home. Thank you.
Take care. Take care. Yeah. Bye-bye. Assalamualaikum.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.